My name is Lim Jia Sing. Today I'm going to present my final thesis project in architecture named SEREMBAN PEWTERAIL Junction. It is a crafts and heritage district which acts as urban amateur in connecting Seremban decaying fabrics. First, let us start from the history of the site. Seremban rose to prominence in the 1870s with the discovery of tin ore deposition in the region. From the map of Seremban in 1893 to 1896, we can see that the shaded area there's tin mining activities happening on the site, and after that, in the map on 1953, we can see that there's a town which is the oldest town in Seremban, developed next to the tin mining region, which is turning into an administrative district in order to manage the activities of the tin mining. Seremban, together with Taiping and Kuala Lumpur, was the most important tin mining towns in the past. They have seaports connecting to their cities through railway to carry the tin ores. First is Taiping, between Taiping and Port Vale. Second is Kuala Lumpur and Port Swettenham, and the third one is Seremban. The railway is constructed in between Seremban and its seaports, Port Dickson. So this is where and how the railway began to be constructed. After that, a depot is constructed on the tin mining region in Seremban, which is used to serve as a goods sheds and custom office for the tin mining in Port Dickson. So this is where the whole area begins in Seremban. But now that freight service has ended in Port Dickson, resulting in the declining in usage of the old depot, thus abandoned. And this is the slide showing some current situation of the site. The site has now become a brownfield in which pedestrians cannot cross over the site, and the situation inside the depot is even worse, in which it is not in a carefully cared situation with a lot of rubbish. And the third picture also showing the situation of the depot and the custom office, which is not in a good condition. This is because the value of the depot is not appreciated by the people. People do not know that how important is this building in the past. Therefore, the depot must be conserved. According to Burra Charter, which is a national charter adopted by International Council on Monuments and Sites, conservation of buildings means the actions taken to conserve the cultural significance of the building. And how do we know that a building is important enough for we to conserve it? The Burra Charter has a concept of cultural significance in order to help in estimating the value of the places. From the map, we can see that the depot is the permanent building on the site. And the first thing on the cultural significance is that it must have a historical value. The existence of depot can explain the origin of Seremban, therefore it fulfills the historical value. Next is the social value, in which depot has tangible links to the past as collective social roots. Third one is aesthetic value, which is the sensory perception from the past, no matter from the form to the structure and even the materials of the fabric of the depot, which inherited from the past. Last but not least is the scientific value. The depot has research value which help the people in understanding of the past and enrich of the present. Therefore, it must be conserved. Going to the issue on site, the first issue is the loss in historic fabric, in which there is lack of historical awareness. Not only the depot has been abandoned, there are a lot more abandoned old buildings can be found in Seremban town area. Second issue is the disintegrated connection between the people and the Seremban old town. There's only a distance of 600 meters in between the train station and the residential area, but people cannot cross across the brownfield in order to reach the old town. Third issue is the loss in sense of place, in which the identity of the town is not emphasized. Therefore, the design proposal is to propose a Seremban Pewterai Junction comprises of urban workshop, real museum, and artist residency. The design aim is to design a crafts and heritage district as a meeting place between people, heritage building, and the Seremban Old Town. The design objectives is to design a place that has minimum intervention to the heritage building in order to promote historical awareness, to propose a building that acts as an urban amateur in connecting the Seremban Old Town by reviving the brownfield, and to create a sense of place in Seremban through collective memory of historical sentiment. The clients will be Royal Selangor Rise Artists, which is a worldwide network of arts residency, and also the collaboration in between the local residents, which has collective memories on the place, to engage the local to involve in bringing back the identity of the place. The concept of the design proposal is to let the past participate in the present activities and celebrates 100 years of railways passing over history in a new language. The design is proposed in a way that the old depot is independent of the new intervention. By using space syntax, the site is found pulled by three different site forces: first from the oldest town, second from the new development after the old town, and the third one is from the residential area. Therefore, the project is related to the old town by creating curvilinear responding to three of the site forces that pull the site together. This is a value-based conservation where it refines the character of the place by introducing journey of rails passing over the history, which is the depot. At the meeting place of the junction, which is center of the intersection point, there are three layers of walking, which is one above ground, one on the ground, and one underground, for the people to have gathering in this historical setting. A landmark is created at the node, in which it is a walkable monument tower pointing towards the direction of the old town. Visual connectivity is created by designing a curved roof that unifies the old and new building at the top, and also a new basement connects them underneath. This picture showing the basement alignment from the plan view, and we can see that there is only a little affected area below the depot, in which we have to use underpinning concept in order to improve the stiffness of the existing facade foundation without the need to remove any part of the facade. In the interior of the depot, the walls and floors that is next to the existing facade is connected using parallel flange beam in order to create minimum impact to the existing facade. This is the perspective showing the underground linkway, where there is amphitheater for the people to gather, and also kiosks, and at the same time they can enjoy the beauty of the depot facade. The visitors can enter the building from multiple entrances in a controlled way, two of them from the direction of the old town, one from the drop-off for the vehicular visitors, and another one is from the residential area. People who enter from the old town are directed from the first story to the lobby at the ground floor. Here is perspective showing the picture of the drop-off area, entrance from the drop-off, which is welcomed by the railway tracks, and entrance from the residential area, which choose material as light as possible compared to the old building setting. And last but not least, a real museum that creates a sense of place to let people know that this area used to be a very happening tin mining area that is connected to Port Dickson using railway tracks. The material choose is contrast with the existing building materials of brick walls and tile roof in order to make it visually more invisible and lightweight compared to the existing one, and the structure is contrast with the existing building configuration of 3.7 meter column grid. That's all. Thank you. Lastly, I would like to show a video of the project. Enjoy yourself.